Hey guys, Preston here, and on today's episode of Upkeep, to celebrate my upcoming birthday, I let all the guys pick out one of my decks. They're gonna go with those and see which deck comes out on top.
Hey guys, Morgan here. Today I'm going to be playing Preston's Mazirek deck. We got insects, we're going to be sacrificing stuff, making our opponent sacrifice stuff. We're going to have a lot of +1/+1 counters. Hopefully get some big creatures, smack face. Should be a good time.
Hey guys, Tommy back for another episode. Today I'm going to be playing Preston's Krenko deck. It's Krenko, pretty self-explanatory. He's just a funky little dude that wants to make a bunch of funky little dudes and go crazy. So we're going to see how it goes.
Hey, it's Steven here, and today I'm going to be playing with Preston's deck with Aesi as the commander, specifically revolving a lot around playing additional lands and getting to draw cards each time I do that. Pretty excited about this one. We'll see what happens.
Hey guys, Jason back for another episode of Upkeep. Today I'm going to be playing Preston's deck, Gyruda, Doom of Depths. I picked to play this deck because I hate when Preston plays his commander and it enters the battlefield and I have to put 4 cards into my graveyard, but I'm excited to actually take advantage of it. Let's see what happens.
If you like Geek and Seek and would like to continue seeing us make videos, consider becoming a patron. Joining us on Patreon also means you get to join us on Discord where we can hang out and talk Magic. And if you can't support us financially, you can help us out by just checking out some of our other videos and interacting by liking and subscribing.
Good luck, everyone have fun.
All right, draw for turn. I will play a swamp and pass.
Okay. I will play a mountain, and then for one, I'll play a mana ball.
Wow.
And pass.
What? He did something turn 1.
I had a turn 1 action.
I'm going to play Vivid Creek as my land for turn and pass.
That creek do be vivid.
I will draw. Watery Grave. I will pay 2 life. Have it enter untapped. I will tap for 1. And I will play Pyramid of the Pantheon. I can pay 2 to tap it, add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool, and then I can put a brick counter on it. And then I can tap it and add 3 mana of any 1 color to my mana pool, but only if it has 3 or more brick counters. Pass.
Here, those in case you need them.
Oh my goodness.
You have actual brick counters?
Draw for turn. Yeah, man, I held on to them from the Amonkhet days.
Oh my god.
Lit, dude.
All right, I will play a forest, and then for 2, we're gonna cast Reassembling Skeletons. It's a 1/1 that I can pay 1 and a black to return it from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and I will pass.
Tap upkeep. A draw. Play the mountain.
I saw a card.
You didn't see that.
What was it? I was spacing out.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
assuming that
It was Black
they're gonna
Lotus.
see this turn, but
For 5, it's a Gilded Lotus.
No, I know. I saw what it was.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Steven didn't, and so I was like, it's a Black Lotus.
Okay, that was the card that fell out of my hand.
Yeah, it
the
was.
Gilded Lotus. For the 3 red, we'll play Goblin Matron. When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a goblin card, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. Anything in particular you think would be
War Chief, I think.
War Chief?
Gives them all haste.
Went and found the Goblin War Chief. Reveal that. Gonna put it in my hand.
Turn 2, and I'm very scared.
And then I will pass.
I'm going to play Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth as my land for turn. You're welcome, Morgan.
Yay!
Pass.
Play Island. I will tap for 2, and I will tap this to put a brick counter on it and add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. That's it.
All right, play a swamp because Steven fixing my manners.
You're welcome.
Steven, I'm gonna hit you for 1. And then for 2, we will cast Karazda Guildmage. It's a 2/2 that can pay 1 black green to give a creature +1/+1 and intimidate until end turn. And then I can also pay 2 black green and sacrifice a non-token creature and create X 1/1 sapling creature tokens where X is the sacrifice creature's toughness, and I will pass the turn.
On the beginning of my turn, that happens. We draw. I think we'll play the Castle Embereth. Enters tapped unless I control a mountain.
You do.
3 red. Goblin War Chief. 2/2. Goblin. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not
man.
going to let that
Oh, brother.
Out of boys
And now for 3, we'll do Chaos Sphere. Creatures with flying cannot block creatures without flying, and creatures without flying can block creatures with flying.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah, and I'll pass.
I'll draw an additional card from Arcane Denial, and you will draw 2.
And I will draw 2 cards.
This is the 3rd time Krenko's been on the show, and this is already the best it's done.
So I'll play an island as my land for turn. I'm gonna play Far Wanderings. I'll search my library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. That's it.
Alright, untap. I'm gonna play the Swamp, which is also a forest, coincidentally. 2. Tap this, put another brick counter on it. I think I'm just gonna let that mana fizzle and pass.
All right, I'll go ahead and play a swamp. Let's go ahead and play this. So for 4, we're gonna cast Savra, Queen of the Golgari. It's a 2/2 elf shaman. Whenever I sacrifice a black creature, I may pay 2 life. If I do, each other player sacrifices a creature. And then whenever I sacrifice a green creature, I may gain 2 life. Jason, I'm gonna swing at you for 1, and Tommy, I'm gonna swing at you for 2.
I will take 1.
I'll block with the Goblin Matron.
Okay, and I will pass the turn.
Yeah, so the Mana Vault, deal damage, draw a card. Mountain, 4 red. We're gonna cycle the Forgotten Cave. Draw a card. For 2, play the Goblin War Driver. Oh, shoot, I forget. I don't have a Mana Vault of my own, so I'm not used to playing with it. Because you have to declare if you're going to untap that at the beginning of your turn, right?
Yeah, at the beginning of your upkeep.
Can I do that now, or are you guys not going to let me do that? Tap
You
it,
have to
mean-
take a take back counter, but I don't care.
take back counter, and then we'll say I paid the 4.
Did you
so then
untake that?
So then I would not take that damage. That's right. I will pass.
I'm gonna play Thriving Isle as my land for turn, choosing green as it enters the battlefield. I'll pay 3 to play Nissa, Voice of Zendikar.
Nice.
I will +1 to create a 0/1 green plant creature token.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play this swamp. I think I'm just gonna tap for 2. Tap that, but the final brick counter on it. Pass the turn after that.
All right.
Very uneventful over here on this side, but you know what? I don't really care.
I will play a forest. That is also a forest.
Wow.
For 5, I will go ahead and cast my commander, Mazirek Crawl Death Priest.
Counterspell.
Wow. 2/2 with flying. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. Steven, I'm going to swing at Nissa for 5.
Why?
So it's a 2/2, a 2/2, and
Whatever
a
it is you did.
All right, I'll pass the turn.
That's no, I paid.
Why not block with the plant? Why
That's
not?
the only thing I have.
Another mountain. First things first. For 4, we're going to get out our boy Krenko.
You do be cranking.
I'm not going to do a take back counter. I'm just going to reorder how this happens. But before that happens, I'm going to pay 1 for Quest of the Goblin Lord.
All right, you're playing pretty loosey-goosey.
Yeah,
Try-
come on.
I'll let you do it. Just be aware that you're doing it.
you're
Just
right.
Be aware that
You're
doing it.
right. You're right. I mean, yeah, I'll cast it, but I should have done that before, but that's fine. Swing the Goblin War Driver, Morgan.
I think I can just take the 2.
You can't block it right now.
correct.
Because your only creature has a flyer. Is a flyer in Chaos.
I take the 2.
Cool. Pass.
Forest. I'll pay 6 to cast my commander. At 5/5, you may play an additional land on each of your turns whenever a land in this battlefield under your control. You may draw a card. So I'll play Blighted Woodland as my additional land, and then I will draw a card. And that is it.
I'll play this command tower. For 1 black, 1 more black, 3, 4. I will play Gyruda, Doom of Depths.
Yep.
When it ATBs, everybody mill 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Any creatures?
No creatures from me.
I have no creatures.
I've got 1 of those.
I'll take it. I am now going to tap for 1 blue and 1 black, and I'm going to cast Cavern Harpy. 2/1 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, return a blue or black creature I control to its owner's hand. I will return Gyruda to my hand, and then I will pass.
Okay, so I want to play a swamp, and then for 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to cast Slum Reaper, which is a 4/2. When it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. Sacrifice the reassembling skeleton. When that does, I sacrificed a black creature. I may pay 2 life. I will, and each other player sacrifices a creature. So you each actually have to sacrifice 2 creatures.
Bruh.
Just cast
I'm
my
going to pay 1
commander.
life, and I'm going to return this to my hand.
Sure.
Morgan, you
Tommy.
suck.
So all of my creatures get +6, +1/+1 counters.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, Preston, this is amazing.
Oh, man.
It's almost like when I stopped trying to make it an insect tribal deck, the deck got a lot
lot better.
This used to be like your worst deck. So I know I've already painted a target on my back. That just is what it is. But just to make it not any worse than it already is, I'm just going to spread it. Each of you are going to take 8.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Only
That's
8.
fair.
Wow.
Who's getting the commander damage?
Give it to Krenko over there.
We'll actually give it to Jason.
My first 4 turns, I did nothing.
Pass.
Okay. Well, replay a mountain. 6. Bring Krenko back.
Okay.
5. Battle Squadron. Flying and its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures I control, which is currently 2. Oh, right. 2 quest counters for Quest for the Goblin Lord. Both have summoning sickness, so I will pass.
I'm gonna play a forest. I'm gonna tap out to play Sylvan Offering. Choose an opponent. I'm gonna choose Jason. You and that player create an XX green morphle creature token, so X is 7.
Ooh.
So we get a 7/7 treefolk, and we
Give me
get
another one!
Yeah, I'm gonna choose you as well.
Uh-oh.
No, you've activated Picasso. We're gonna be here for 10 years.
Friends, buddies, you and me, Steve, until the very end now.
Okay, yep, it's your turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, and a Drizzaw for the Tizzer, and we're gonna play a Lizand.
Please. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
And I'll play the boy again.
Oh, now we have to do that thing again.
4, sorry, Steven.
Oh, man.
Oh, my lands now.
I do not have a creature that even.
No, the Blood Moon.
Yes!
Got rid of the
Steven!
board.
I'm just gonna grab Geth, Lord of the Vault. 5/5 with Intimidate. I can pay X and a black. Put target artifact or creature card with converted mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tapped. Then that player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard. Morgan, how many cards you got in your graveyard?
9.
Tap for 2, and I'm gonna drown in the lock your commander.
No!
You still have 3 giant creatures.
Yeah, alright, that happens.
Yeah, you are right.
Tommy, 7/7.
Yeah.
Coming at your face.
I'm gonna take it because I can only block with Krenko, and I don't want to lose Krenko again right now.
I'm okay
So-
with Preston giving people advice. They're his decks. I'm totally fine with that.
Anything else?
Nah, pass.
Alright. For 5 mana, where X is equal to 2, I'm going to cast Wildest Dreams. I'm going to return 2 cards from my graveyard to my hand, and then I exile this card. I will return Inspiring Call and Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, to my hand, and then I will play that Urborg as my land for the turn. So now, between that and Steven's Yapamaya, I got perfect fixing! And then for 2, I'm going to cast Carrier Thrall. It's a 2/1 that says when it dies, I create a 1/1 Eldrazi Zion token that can be sacrificed for a colorless mana. Alright, do I do some attackies?
I got 7 1/1s. None of your stuff has trample. You swing whatever you want at me.
I want to send my 10/8 and my 2 8/8s at Jason.
I'm gonna block with 3 creatures.
Pass!
All right, cool. That was great.
Pay the 4 to
Untap the
I
mana
think
vault.
you know where our 7.
I'm suggesting we attack Morgan with our 7/7s.
I get it.
I'm trying to whisper so they don't hear.
I think you do a 7/7 then.
I think they're gonna hit you, Morgan.
Morgan, watch out.
That'd be a hilarious way to play Magic. Just pretend you have no control over what your creatures do. Watch out!
Morgan, duck!
Oh my god, he's got his AirPods in, he can't hear me. Morgan, watch out! Alright, so played the mountain. I think we're just going to do the Krenko thing. We're gonna tap him, create X/1/1 red goblins, where X is the number of goblins I control. Here pretty soon I'm gonna have to start paying attention to,
Which ones are tapped or not?
yes, your turn.
I'm gonna pay 3 to play Retreat to Kazandu. It's an enchantment that says, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or I gain 2 life. I will then pay 2 to play Lotus Cobra. I'm gonna pay 3 to play Random Map Excavator.
Ooh.
So 2/3, I'm gonna play a land from my graveyard. So I'm gonna play Terramorphic Expanse.
Oh, no!
Alright.
So you get a mana from the Lotus Cobra.
So I get 1 mana for the Lotus Cobra.
just to represent your mana in
Okay.
in your mana pool.
I'll go ahead and gain the 2 life from that. I'll tap and sack
Yep.
this.
You kind of went all out on that plant token.
Good plan.
Plant's a good
Did a good art on that. I like.
When that land is on the battlefield, I'll add I think it really matters actually, because I don't think I can really do anything with that extra mana. And then when that is, I'll just go ahead and gain another 2 life. Or you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on.
Do the cobra because there's only one toughness,
true.
and you want it to stay around.
That's true.
wanna try
I
and
do
keep it
like
around.
it. Sadly, the 2 mana will have to fizzle because I cannot do anything else. But I'll pass the turn on that note. Oh crap! I didn't attack him. That's why he's smiling at me.
Thank you for not hitting me with your tree.
I will tap for 1 blue, 1 black, and 2, and I'm gonna play Evil Twin.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have Evil Twin
yeah.
enter the battlefield as a copy of my commander. Enters Gyruda.
Wouldn't that just legend rule
Yes,
itself?
but I get the ETB.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. So here we go.
I got a couple good ones for you, buddy.
All right,
Oh,
I
that's
am
a
gonna
fun
go ahead
card.
and grab the Rampaging Baloths.
Nah.
You can keep the Beta Pro.
You want
I have to sacrifice because the legendary rule. Pass.
Okay.
okay.
Oh wait, sorry.
Draw.
Take back counter. Take back counter. Take back counter. Swing it at you with a tree.
Yeah.
Swing it at you with a tree.
You almost got away with it.
I
See,
mean, I
we're-
definitely already drew my card for the turn, but fine. I'll block with the Carrier Thrall. When it dies, I create a 1/1 Eldrazi Zion.
I was fine with using a take back counter for that.
Do I just keep chipping away at your guys' boards? We're gonna keep going at Jason. Jason, I have all 3 of these baddies coming at you, and then I guess I'll also send my 1/1 just to send a message.
I will block the 1/1 with Gyruda. I'll block it with the 6/6, and I'll block it with 2 of these elves. Yeah, I'll block these 2 with my remaining.
Okay.
2.
And then before damage, I'll sacrifice my spawn and add 2 and cast Inspiring Call. I draw a card for each creature I control with a 1/1 counter, and then those creatures gain
In
indestructible
response, I'm
until
gonna
end of turn.
tap 5, floating 1, and cast Notion Thief.
Get wrecked, boy.
Oh, I guess I can keep that
I was gonna
untapped.
say.
Yeah.
I guess you draw 3.
Oh, do I?
All right, so you lose all your elves and the Rampaging Baloth.
And my commander takes no damage because you sacrificed the spawn that I was
Correct.
blocking with it.
Correct. I will play Forest as my land for the turn. Well, I guess I want to pass.
All right.
All these decks are so degenerate. What kind of scumbag built these
Yeah, I
things?
know, right? We're gonna play Mountain. We're gonna go ahead and Krenko it up in this bad boy. So I'm gonna create 4 more goblins.
Don't forget your counters.
I'm just gonna switch to a D20 because it's probably gonna need it. So now all creatures I control get +2/+0. Morgan will be nice. I'll just send the 2 goblins at you.
Okay.
For 4, and then I'm gonna send the Battle Squadron at.
I'll block with the Notion Thief.
Yeah,
That
you
sounds like a
will.
good trade to me.
You will block with the Notion Thief. How much extra card draw does this deck have?
You might actually want that on the board.
That's what I'm thinking. A 10 in the air going to Steven. Your non-flyers can block it because of Chaos Sphere.
Oh no, I'm just gonna block with 1.
And this is 4 that I'm taking?
Yes. Chaos.
Swing at me, I'll block with the Notion Thief, kill it. You can draw your extra cards.
Morgan
gives
should have taken
+2.
6. It gives +2, not +1, so these were actually 3 ones.
Fine.
My bad. Continue.
First of all, I'm just gonna attack Morgan with a 7/7 and you with a
I will
1/1.
I will block the 1/1 with the Notion Thief.
Okay, they trade.
They will trade.
In response, I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to use Horazda Guildmage to sacrifice a non-token creature and then create X 1/1 sapling creatures, where X is that sacrifice creature's toughness.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'll sacrifice
Oh.
the Slum Reaper, so
Uh-oh.
that's 8.
Yeah.
So I'll chump block with one of those. And then when I sacrificed a black creature, I may pay 2 life with Savra. I will. So each of you sacrifices a creature.
Cool. Goblin.
In response, I'm gonna tap for 2. I'm gonna activate Geth. Tommy, I would like your Soul Ring, please, out of your graveyard.
Okay.
And then you put the top card of your library in your graveyard.
Whack. That's a mountain.
Sacrifice your commander and just replay your commander.
Yeah.
Sacrifice Gyruda, put him in the command zone. I'm gonna put Gyruda in the graveyard.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Can I continue on with my turn?
Yes, but Steven, it's crucial you don't do anything to my graveyard.
No. I'm gonna pay 8 to recast Aesi. So then, for my first land for turn, I'll play Terramorphic Expanse.
Oh, yeah,
Beautiful.
because you can play lands from your graveyard.
Yep, I can.
Got a degenerate built this deck,
Should
bro.
I gain life or make Lotus Cobra bigger?
Make Lotus Cobra 1 bigger.
Yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and draw a card from my EC. And then I'll do that.
The green player's taking forever!
Draw a card from my EC.
You'll get another floating.
Get another floating. Yep. Yeah, I'll go ahead and gain 2 life. Second land for turn, I'll get Terramorphic Expanse. 3, and then 2 more life. And draw a card.
Do it again.
And
Simicking
then
be
send
simicking.
it.
Oh God.
Tatiova will be so proud. She will be so proud right now.
I mean, at this rate, he's gonna draw Tati over, and then they're both gonna be happy.
And then when that entered, we'll do 2 more life.
Don't forget to
Another
draw.
floating and draw.
You just drew 20 cards. How do you not have something to do
I was
with it?
thinking- you better have
I,
something to
I
do.
definitely do. I'm gonna pay 2 to play Summer Blossom. Pay up to 3 additional lands.
Oh no!
So here comes Terramorphic Expanse.
I want to die.
Tap second.
This is amazing.
I think I got all the islands.
You're gonna have to grab a forest.
All right.
You better make sure that you don't have to fail to find if you keep doing the Terramorphic.
11 mana, 2 more life. Draw a card from
Now,
my
since
AC.
with these, you might want to buff the tokens.
I
Yeah.
would buff the snake one more
Not yet.
time
Yeah.
to go against the goblins, personally.
I'll do that. Terramorphic Expanse again. Put a 1/1 counter on one of my 1/1s.
Please be a blasphemous act.
Get an extra mana. Draw a card from IAC. Tap, sack it. Forest. I'll go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on another one of my 1/1 elves. And then I'll get another one of these. And then I'll draw a card from my EC. And then I got 1 more extra. So we'll go ahead and do Terramorphic Expanse again. And then do that. Get an extra floating mana. Draw a card. Tap Terramorphic Expanse, sack it. When that one entered, we'll get 1 more.
So all your tokens are 2/2s now.
And then draw a card from my EC. What am I gonna do now?
At this point, anything you want. Although I guess pretty much all your lands are tapped.
We have 8 floating mana.
7 of that floating mana.
What the hell?
Oh
For
God.
Avenger of Zendikar.
Jesus Christ.
Go! None of this is coming to me, right?
Until these 2 are done.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all I wanted.
The other floating and Blighted Woodland for Kazandu Nectar Pot.
Whenever land enters the
is
battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life.
So how many plants do you have?
14. And I'm out of mana, so I pass the turn.
All right,
I
I'll
will have to discard now, trust that.
Swamp as my land for the turn. I'm gonna tap for 2 black and 2 blue. And I'm gonna cast Lazav, the Mere Mastermind. 3/3 with hexproof. Whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may have Lazav, Demir Mastermind become a copy of that card, except its name is Lazav, Demir Mastermind. It's legendary in addition to its other types. And it has hexproof and this ability. For a total of 5. And I'm gonna cast Beacon of Unrest. And I will put Gyruda back onto the battlefield from my graveyard. Everybody mill 4. What creatures went into the graveyard, just so I know what I can and have Lazav become a copy of?
Been fun.
I think I'll have Lazav become a copy of this, and then I think I'll put it onto the battlefield with Gyruda. In for a penny, in for a pound. Morgan, I'm gonna swing at you with my 7/7.
No, I'll block.
I'm gonna tap for 1 blue and 1 black. I'm gonna play the Cavern Harpy. I'm gonna return Gyruda to my hand. Pass.
Okay, I'm gonna play a swamp, and then we're gonna just completely swing out on Jason.
Why?
Cause you keep milling me.
I'm gonna block this guy
Sure.
with Cavern Harpy.
Oh wait, no, you can't. Chaos Sphere has flying. It doesn't.
Oh yeah.
How about that? So I'll just take these 4 and block 4 of these. 17, 18?
Yeah.
So I go to 10?
All right, so I go down to 2 of my saplings. All right, second main.
Bro, I gain 8 actually.
Oh,
These
right,
two.
because they have lifelink. I didn't think about that. Well, I still got a little bit in on you. All right, where X is equal to 5, I'm gonna Black Sun Zenith.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pay 1 life in response and returns to my hand.
Sure. And then everything gets 5 -1/-1 counters.
I still have my Tree Folk, it's just at 2/2.
I lose
Will
my
you
tokens,
defeat me?
and my 2 remaining creatures are now quite small.
Quite small.
I felt like that was the right thing to do.
Oh no, it absolutely was.
And then for a black and 1, I'm going to return the Reassembling Skeleton from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Cool. Myriad Landscape enters tapped.
Nice.
Dose for an Arcane Signet. 2, 4, 5, plus 3 is 8. Krenko. I think we'll just pass.
6 to play Ancient Green Warden. 5/7 with reach. You may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, that ability triggers an additional time. 6 to play Royal Elemental. 3/2 with flying. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain control of target creature for as long as you control Royal Elemental.
Well, Krenko, it's been fun, buddy.
Play Rejuvenating Springs, which enters untapped because I have 2 or more opponents. Pay.
Wait,
Oh,
triggers. Trigger.
This will trigger twice, and then this will trigger.
You should put the counter on that.
I actually was gonna do that. Yes, because Krenko is untapped.
There you go. Yep. Would he
Wait,
still
doesn't that
technically
get
have?
doubled as well?
I'll just take this one.
Would Krenko still technically have summoning sickness, so
Yes.
we can't tap him right
Yeah.
now? Okay,
Yes,
that's what I
that's
thought.
right. I'll then pay 3 to play Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Yep, I'm gonna play an additional land on each of my turns. For my additional land, I will play Teomorphic Expanse.
Here we go.
I'll go ahead and remove 2 from my Tree Folk. We're undoing it, baby.
I should have just dumped all of my mana into it.
Tap sack, Terramorphic Expanse. There's 4 more basics in the library. When that force enters the battlefield, we'll go ahead and put 2 1/1 counters on this guy, so he'll actually be an 8/8 now.
Ooh.
It's a May, and there aren't any more creatures.
There is a creature.
Except there is.
I'm not gonna.
Oh my god. The majority of this game has just been a 2v1v1 at this point. Like,
They're teaming up on us for no reason.
for no reason.
Morgan, you're taking 8.
Okay.
Jason's like when you give a dog a piece of your hamburger and then it's your best friend until it dies.
Your turn, Jason.
All right, I will untap. I'm gonna cast Stolen Identity.
Oh god.
I'm gonna make a copy of this guy. It's a 5/7 dude. I cipher it, then I may exile this spell and code it onto a creature I control. I'm gonna swing at you, Morgan.
So 2.
2. And then I will cast the copy of this again. And it just stays on there? I can do this every time it deals combat damage? I think I'm actually gonna get Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I'm gonna play this Dimir Aqueduct. I'll just swap to my hand. Pass.
Man, I'm so screwed.
Same.
I'm gonna play an Exotic Orchard, and then for 1, 2, 3, we're gonna play the best card in the deck. It's Endless Cockroach. It's a 1/1 that when it dies, I return it to my hand. Yeah!
So,
And then for 7, we will recast my commander, and I'm royally screwed, and I will pass the turn.
All right.
I know that deck thinning's a joke, but I mean, that's really how bad it is for us, so you might just do the Myriad Landscape.
Oh no, that was fully in the plans. We're gonna play Den of the Bugbear. So now, yes, we are gonna pay 2, sack the Myriad Landscape to go find 2 basics. Yeah, Mountain and Mountain 5 Vanquisher's Banner, as if it's gonna
yeah, but here's
do
the
anything.
It's anyone's game.
Anyway,
It's completely fair and balanced magic.
pass. I hate it here, dog.
I'm gonna pay 3 to play Retreat to
Coral
Coral Helm. Whenever land
Oh, no.
choose 1, you may tap or untap target creature, scry 1.
Oh no!
Do it. Go off with the gobbies.
I'm gonna create a lot of goblins, you know it. So I'll tap Krenko to create a 1/1 goblin. Then,
Terramorphic.
yep, Terramorphic expands my land for turn.
We got about
We will
90 triggers.
Untap Krenko. This can trigger again.
So tap Krenko in response.
Then I'm gonna tap Krenko in response.
So that'll create 2 more goblins.
Yeah, so then
And then
Krenko
I'll
will
untap
untap again. I'm just gonna put 2/1 counters on that boy.
Okay, you're stealing both of my creatures. That's
Yes.
great. That's great.
I think that's all of the landfall. So then I'm gonna tap, sack, Terramorphic.
The territory has been annexed. Oh god.
For the 4 standards, I'll tap Krenko.
So you'll make another 6.
He's
Right.
officially made more goblins than I have this
When the
game.
land enters, I'll untap Krenko. And then in response, I'm gonna tap Krenko again. And then untap Krenko. So then I'll get another
19.
19.
Finally, Krenko does something on the show.
I love how Preston's deck is playing all of Preston's deck.
Yeah!
It really had,
then-
yeah.
Krenko finally works. He just needed 2 extra colors.
He just needed Simic.
2/1 counters on Ancient Green Warden from this guy. Go ahead and tap Krenko again. And then for my second land for turn, I'm gonna play Terramorphic Expand. So I'll untap Krenko and in response,
Would you win the game?
I'm doing it!
Steven, you need a calculator at this point to keep track of all of them.
Look at all these. Tap and sack Terramorphic Expand. When that forest enters, I'll untap Krenko, and then in response, I'll tap it again.
You seriously use your calculator at this point.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
Keep doing
79.
that.
With enters, I'll untap Krenko, tap him again,
So
and then
plus
I'll
80. So you make another 80.
let's go 2/1 counters on a royal. Let's
10,
take Morgan out with his own creatures.
Can you?
1, probably not. 4, 7, 7 plus 7.
You can hit him with this and I'll take him out with my 2/2.
Okay. And then I'll attack Tommy with Ancient Green Warding in my Tree Folk, so that will be 17 damage.
We tried.
We tried. We gave it our all.
4, tap, sack it, up to 2 basics. Let me just double check. Forest, I just want to make sure I don't got any left. That's all the basic
That's
land.
all the basics. Nope.
Krenko, and then I'll tap Krenko in response.
Make another 160.
And then I'll use that first one to untap Krenko, and when the second one
319.
comes in, I'll tap Krenko
318,
again.
sorry.
And then plus another 320.
320.
639, 1/1 goblin. I'm gonna gain 4 life.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Is it pass?
It is.
Alright, I will untap. First, I'm going to tap the Soul Ring and the Dimir Aqueduct to cast Hedron Archive. I'm going to tap for 2, and I'm going to sack the Hedron Archive to draw 2 cards.
That looks like desperation.
It feels
to
like
me.
desperation mode.
Now I'm going to swing at Morgan with my 2/2 and Tommy with my 5/7 and my 2/4.
I die.
Kill you both.
And I die.
When this deals combat damage, I will cast it again. I'm going to make a Royal Elemental.
Okay.
All their creatures are gone.
Yep, that is correct. Bye, Krenko. You did good, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Just not for
You get to keep all those tokens.
You get to keep the token.
I
Alright,
know.
so I get to play an additional land because I have this dude.
That's
because I have
correct.
that dude.
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
going
this dude's
to play Evolving Wilds for my graveyard. I'm going to steal your Royal Elemental.
Ooh,
Here it comes.
spicy.
And I'm going to steal your
So I have
your
that
10/10
next
because
card.
I have this dude, so it happens twice.
That's very impressive.
Crack
based
the
on
Evolving
what-
Wilds. I'm gonna get this island into play. I'm gonna take this dude.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take this dude.
Dude, that's so good. You're such a good Magic player, dude.
He doesn't even care because he has a wall of just.
How many do you have?
639.
Alright, you just have to play 300 more lands.
Alright, because I get to play another land, I'm gonna play Evolving Wilds again. I'm gonna steal.
One of my goblins. Mine.
No, I'm gonna steal 4 of them. Wait, yeah. This Royal Elemental triggers twice, and then your Royal Elemental triggers twice because of this dude.
Oh, here's a goblin
Oh wait,
token.
no. They each trigger 3 times because this gives them an additional, and this one gives
Okay,
them
you know
an
what? This is
additional.
getting a little crazy. I'm gonna overload Cyclonic Rift.
Dang it! Dang it!
You don't have a counter spell?
Dang it! That happens. Everything that's non-land goes back to its owner's hand. All right. Well, I figured you had this one anyways, but I was just trying to spin in my wheels.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Gaggin.
Play the board. Meal 4.
I got nothing for you, buddy. No.
All right, let's see what I got.
All right.
1, whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
2, whole lot of nothing. 3, whole lot of nothing. 4, whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Yep, I pass.
All right, well, we know how this is gonna go.
We know how this ends.
Untap upkeep, draw. Go to combat. I attack you for 639. Roll 1 goblins.
I'm gonna block 6 of it.
Good game. Good game. Thank you.
Thank you, Preston.
I guess I'll shake your hand for this to try to see that just
Bad.
occurred.
I need to wash my hands after that.
Well, thanks for watching this game. Thank you, Preston, for laying us your decks. Happy birthday, buddy. This was pretty crazy. Tune in next week for the after show, where we are going to talk more about these decks, more about this game, get some more feedback from Preston. And if you're joining us on Patreon and in our Discord, you might be able to see that video a few days early. And then make sure you subscribe so you see the next gameplays as those are coming out as well. And we'll see you later.